I've never chugged almond milk before. Oh,
Oh my God.
Hey y'all, and welcome to the show. From 12 Rivers Realty, I'm Sean Smith, and you're watching a knockoff of Hot Ones. It's the show that you put on when you're getting ready for your next quarantine date. For those of you who don't know the show, we'll be eating a flight of progressively spicier wings, and I'll be asking these two questions you didn't know you wanted the answers to. Today, I'm joined by a tag team like no other. They used to be your favorite hairdresser and college athlete. Now you know them as your favorite realtors and the heads of the Landy Frost Group. My friends, Timothy, I definitely once beat Max Scherzer in college, Landy. And Michael, I can only do the easy part of the dirty dancing move, Frost. Tim, Mike, what's going on?
Excited to be here. Excited to have this idea. I'm glad we got Tim to do this. Excited and nervous at the same time.
yeah, definitely excited, definitely nervous. Quick little correction. It was high school when we beat Max Scherzer. If anyone out there is unfamiliar with Max Scherzer, just a couple of Cy Youngs, no hitters, World Series guy, no big deal.
My bad. All right.
I'm not the one to open up the yearbook though, Sean. That's not who I am.
I am. I'll blame that on my R&D department. Okay.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Paul Smith.
All right. So if you're ready, we're gonna get into the first question.
Let's go.
Oh, can't wait. Can't
right.
wait to destroy myself here.
So we are starting with the first wing, which is with the Hot Ones Classic Hot Sauce. It comes in at 1,800 Scoville units. And here we go. Tim?
Can you, hold on, I don't mean to interrupt you. Can you calibrate me on Scoville? Like, where is it? Like, if I was to eat a jalapeno right now, where does this rank jalapeno-wise? Like, tell me to stop on jalapeno here.
I'm not honestly sure, but I know that we're starting at 1,800 and we're ending at 2 million.
God bless.
Okay, let's go.
So there you go.
Bring on the questions, Sean.
All right. So Tim, I know you're from St. Louis, and Mike, I know you're from Maine.
Hey, you got to eat that wing, boys.
Okay. I was wondering if y'all could tell us a bit about what led you to Austin and how you two met.
Being from St. Louis and going, that was pretty good. Being from St. Louis, you know, a lot of people want to work for Anheuser-Busch. And so I had a job with Budweiser right out of college, and they sent me to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I had a random phone call from the home office to come interview for a job. And turns out the job was supposed to be in Tampa, and then they rerouted me to Austin. And so I found myself in Austin in January of 2008. And I was at I moved down here, I moved into my apartment, and the team that was down here brought me to this industry event, which happened to be this boxing match at a place that unfortunately is now closed, called Vici. Great spot, by the way. And there was a industry boxing match where they used like super oversized gloves. I mean, these gloves had to weigh, I don't know, 20 pounds each, maybe, something like that, like ridiculously big. And Frosty was one of the fighters in there. And I remember everyone yelling Frosty and talking about it and blah, blah, blah. Well, fast forward maybe like a week or so, I'm working with the local Budweiser rep, and we're just hitting some accounts on 6th Street during the day while everyone's kind of stocking their bars and, you know, no one's open for business. And we meet some of the owners, the Womacs, and he introduces me to his manager, a guy named Frosty. And that was how we met back in very, very early on 2008.
Wow.
Little correction. I was not just a boxer. I was actually the main event in the card. So I just wanted you guys to know that.
Pretty sure I saw you laying on your back in that ring.
Pretty sure I won, but it's not a big deal. Anyway, I'm originally from Massachusetts and Maine. After college, I moved down here. As you already touched on, I was wanted to open a barbershop. Got into the bar business because I didn't know anybody here. Wanted to make some friends and ended up falling in love with the bar business. When I met Tim, I didn't actually like him that much at first because he's too damn pretty, and every single girl likes Tim more than every other guy next to him. So there was a little bit of resentment when we first met. But Tim was a great relationship to have in the bar business because I could leverage our relationship to get more product for free than I probably should have. So thanks, Tim.
Nice, guys.
Do not go check my old expense reports. Call a guy named Jay Doan. That's Jaydoan. He's in South Dakota. And go track him down. He'll have all the answers for you.
So, Mike, is there any truth to the fact that you used to use whiteboards to write messages to your patrons? And if so, are there any that might pop into your mind right now?
Yeah. So back in my early days, that was how I would actually give my phone number to chicks at the bar. Success rate was quite high. Yeah, that was one of my one of the many techniques I used to find new women to hang out with.
And now, Tim, you mentioned that you work for Anheuser-Busch. So I'm sure there was many nights of debauchery, but someone told me that once upon a time you maybe army crawled over a vehicle one night. Is there any chance you can give me more insight onto that story?
It was not an army crawl. It was, when I say jumping, I don't mean the Kobe Bryant jump, because definitely not on that level. It was just more of, can you start running and keep going over the car and get to the end of the car and not fall or trip and make it look smooth.
Can we also note that car was heavily damaged and had to submit a claim that it was actually vandalized rather than done by the owner?
I mean, we can.
Can we not note that? And that can we just scooch on a little bit?
Yeah, let's walk that one down the line.
I just thought it was fair for everyone to know that story.
Perfect. All right, y'all.
By the way, completed it successfully for everyone that's out there thinking about it. Did complete that maneuver successfully.
You did well?
Oh yeah, it was good. It looked really good too. If we had the gram, as they called it nowadays, it probably would have been on there.
Probably would have been a top 10 video. We're doing Shaquanda's hot pepper sauce, which comes in at 10,100 Scoville units. And guys, this question is, I want to know, how did y'all
I'm not answering anything, Sean, until you eat that wing.
I will eat the wing after I say the question. Sheesh, man. How did you transition into real estate?
I had bought my first house in March of 2010. And
oh, that one's good.
Yeah, it tasted really good. I could eat a bunch of those. The first one was all right. That one was good.
Yeah.
So 2010, bought my first house. I was still in the beer business, and I eventually just was burnt out on the beer business. You know, if you want to, when you're working for a big national company like that, they're going to move you all around the country, et cetera, et cetera. And I fell in love with Austin. I met a young gal here as well. Just so happens to be sitting right behind the camera, and there's also a little boy in the other room over there. So turns out that things worked out a little bit. So I did not want to leave this city. So I thought of other careers I could move into besides the alcohol or consumer goods industry. Mm-hmm. There were other offers that came in. The current company tried to offer a couple other positions to kind of keep me on board, but it was just, I don't want to leave Austin, and it didn't truly excite me. What I was doing at that point, it wasn't gratifying. And so I joined the realtor that actually I worked with to buy my house. And that was kind of my jumping pad into real estate. I had some family back in St. Louis that were all in real estate. My grandpa was a developer, and so it was kind of there. So I was like, well, I can still do real estate like the family, but let's do it in Austin, Texas instead of St. Louis.
It seems to have worked out.
Yeah, it's got me eating a bunch of really hot shit that's going to make me really regret tomorrow. So yeah, it's really worked out well.
So for me, when I met Tim, I was just managing the bars and ended up having partnership in 3 of them, and did that until 2016 and 2017. Great time in my life. honestly wouldn't be where I'm at in real estate without that. And so when I sold the bars, I was pretty unsure of what I wanted to do. I had seen people like Tim, Toddy B, and Wes Womack, and Anthony Gibson, to name a few, that had left the service industry to get into real estate and were doing a phenomenal job. And so I had reached out to Wes Womack, who was my old boss. And at the time, probably thought I would have joined Wes and his wife Prima. And I reached out to Tim just to kind of pick his ear about how he thought I might do in real estate. Yeah, I don't know. The wings are already messing with me a little bit. That second was, I don't even know how it was spicy, but it was. I'm pretty nervous on that one. Anyway, I just asked Tim, man, what he thought about my getting into real estate. And he was like, man, I would actually love for you to join me. And so after meeting with Tim and then Paul Smith and Kevin Bound over at 12 Rivers, I just thought it was the right fit for me. And it's, they've become family, and it's been the best decision I've ever made.
That's awesome. And now y'all have also officially teamed up and created the Landy Frost Group. Is there anything else that you could tell us about the group and how it came about?
Pretty excited to have one of my, my best friends as my partner and mentor. My sister is our assistant, Callie. She's absolutely phenomenal. And we just brought on our first agent, Jenny Law, and she's been incredible. She's a TikTok queen. So we're pretty excited for the growth of the group, looking to bring on some new people. So if you're out there looking to make a switch, come on.
Yeah, to piggyback off of what Frosty was saying, he was kind of the blueprint for that I use whenever I speak with people that are looking to get their real estate license and jump into the industry. I still remember the day that we met at Cafe Medici on South Lamar to figure out if this was the right move for him. And I basically told him, you have what most people don't have. You have an incredible Rolodex, which we all still use with the paper flipping over. Frosty knows a lot of people. Like throughout his years in the industry, he's done a really good job of meeting new people and just making his way through different networks, but also by doing that in a very genuine way. And so all we had to do, Paul, Kevin, myself, were to teach real estate, teach the city what's important with that. And he's obviously done a great job with it. So been pretty cool. Frosty and I, we've obviously, ever since he started, we've been working together. And then when it turns out his sister was working for another real estate company in an administration and marketing role, I was like, well, why wouldn't she work with us? And so we had a couple of meetings and we talked about it. I'm like, well, why don't we do this? And so Callie started helping us out. And I know Frosty referred to her as our assistant, but she's more of like our manager, especially his manager.
She keeps my head on straight. I would not be where I'm at in this without her. So all the credit to Callie.
Yeah, 100%. So she is legitimately our gorilla glue that holds us together, keeps us going, and she's never allowed to leave. Speaking of Callie and Jenny, they are up next when it comes to all of this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna record another episode at some point, and Callie and Jenny are up next, so that'll be fun. So we are on to Fiji Fire's Native Bongo Chili Hot Sauce. This comes in at 14,300 Scoville units.
Shit, it's kind of hot, you guys.
Oh come on, you got this.
I think number 3 is hot. We're in trouble.
I want to ask y'all, how has your work in real estate been affected by the coronavirus era?
I feel like the last one was hotter than this one. Oh, may have spoke too soon. May have spoke too soon.
It's like a later kick. We're in trouble if this is 3.
Yeah.
All right.
We have to stop this right now. There's no point to get to 10.
Look,
did you say it? Okay. So Corona, obviously, sorry to eat my mouthful. obviously this has been a crazy, challenging time for everybody. You know, to think about how it's affected us is nothing compared to the scale of how it's affected others. And so I'm pretty sensitive to that. But for me personally, it's really just, that's hot, you guys. That shit, I'm in trouble. It's just really trying to give precautions for my clients, myself, and anybody I'm around. And so that's gloves, masks, all the precautions you can possibly take. But in my personal experience, it's business as usual right now. I mean, I've put 4 under contract since we've been in quarantine, and closed 3 others. I think we'll see what happens over the next couple months of what will really happen with the market. But right now, I mean, Austin's a very strong real estate market and still moving forward. It's put a lot of fear in people. And so really just making sure our clients are safe has been the biggest thing.
Absolutely. Tim?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly affected a lot of different sectors of the market, and not just the real estate market. And there's a pretty big trickle down effect of how that happens. So you have, if you're taking a restaurant, well, if that restaurant can't pay, well, then maybe that landlord is maybe not able to pay on their loan. And so there's plenty of people that are affected by all of this, as Frosty was alluding to. There's still multiple offers happening in Austin right now. I ran a lot of deep statistics this past week, put out some reports, and we emailed it to our clients just to kind of say, this is how Austin was in the last recession. Here's some of the main differences, not to bore everybody with statistics, whatever, but at the same time, it's important to pay attention to that. I have some clients that are a little bit nervous about buying right now, and that's fine. I have sellers and buyers. It's all about their level of comfort. And, this is not a time to force anything. It's not a time to force a sale or put your house on the market. If you're uncomfortable, let's press pause. We'll wait and let's get through the other side of this, and then we'll move forward from there. To the clients that do want to get out there, there's no really ideas that are off the table. So if that's shoe coverings, bringing gloves to every showing. I show up with Clorox wipes to every showing. We're wearing face coverings. I'm the only one that's touching anything in the house. So any door, whether it's a closet door or the door to the garage, I rush over to make sure everything's open before the clients can do it. And that's just more peace of mind for the sellers, because I'll be honest, if I was trying to sell my house right now, I'd probably pull my house off the market until we had some more clarity. But there's some people that don't have that luxury, that need to move, that need to buy, need to sell, and they need shelter. And so we're here to help however we can. But in terms of the Austin market slipping or anything like that, it hasn't happened yet. So we're lucky to be in Austin, and not just on the real estate side, but I think everyone in general.
For sure.
No, I completely agree.
So just so everyone doesn't get so bored out there, let's fire it up a little bit.
This is rank it up. All right, what we got number 4?
All right, boys.
I'm actually looking forward to this one.
For question number 4.
I feel like you've done your homework. Maybe you've tasted these before.
All right.
Expect.
All right, I'm going to give this Will.
For number
That's how we avoided the question.
We have Bravado Spice Company's Ghost Pepper with Blueberry Hot Sauce, and this comes in around 28,000 Scoville units. All right, so this one again goes out to both of you. You're both big on giving back to your community, and can you tell us more about the causes that you personally support?
Yep. Yeah. If this is 4, I'm in so much trouble.
Yeah, how is that 4?
Yeah, I'll jump on it. So, when I owned the bars, we used to, oh man, I'm in so much trouble.
You're sweating, buddy.
I'm starting to feel something, yeah. I used to do a bunch of work with a big sports promoter where we would do some stuff with Make-A-Wish Foundation in Austin. We did some really great stuff with him. Shout out to Mike. And as we got into real estate, talking with Kevin, he kind of asked how I got my name out there in the bar business and what are some of the things that I did. And, throwing events was something that I always loved to do and had success with. So we came up with Frosty Gives Back 3 years ago. It literally went from a small idea of wanting to just give kids, it's an event I hold around Christmas. So I wanted to give kids a better Christmas. And it went from that to this mega event that, we've raised over $75,000 in 3 years. Looking to do $50,000 this year alone. And, right now we're doing some really amazing stuff with 12 Rivers and putting on different types of events for raising money for medical masks for those in need on the front lines in Austin. And we've raised a little over $16,500 in just the last 3 weeks for that. And so it's been incredible. And, giving back is something that holds a great place. Jeez, guys. It holds a special place in my heart. And I love to do it. You don't have to be loaded to help out. It's just for me using my network, and my friends come in a big way.
How about for you, Tim?
Well, first I agree with, how is that only number 4 and we're not even halfway there yet? The biggest organization I've worked with for several years is St. Jude, and I have to give all credit to my cousin John Hay for getting me involved. So I remember it started as he had an extra spot at his table at an event, and I went there, and turns out when I told my parents I was going to a St. Jude event, my mom told me the whole backstory with Danny Thomas, who was the founder of St. Jude. He legitimately came up with this idea that kids should not suffer through cancer, and anyone that has to bear that, their families should be taken care of. And so my grandpa, my mom's dad, was on the original board of directors of St. Jude and was a big fundraiser for St. Jude's in St. Louis. And so
I don't even think I knew that.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. So when my mom was telling me this, after I went to this St. Jude event, I was like, Mom, how come I never knew this? To take it one step further, I have a picture that's hanging in my home office of, in 1974, my grandpa is holding a check, and my grandpa is a very dapper gentleman, dressed out in his tuxedo. He's got the mayor of St. Louis on one side. He's got Danny Thomas on the other side, holding this big check that he's donating to St. Jude. And that was my mom and dad's first date.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So all of this stuff started just coming together, and I'm like, done and done. And to take it a step further, we got to take a tour of the hospital in 2018, and it was absolutely incredible. Like, what St. Jude kind of gets that big charity name because they're on ESPN, they're on a lot of commercials, they do a lot of mailings, but when you're diagnosed with something like that as a kid, or you're in high school, obviously that rips your life away from you. Well, your family never sees a bill. You get some of the best treatment in the entire world. It's world-class treatment. Your family will never see a bill. There's no question about anything. It's just, we're going to do it. We're going to perform this surgery. You have one of the best doctors performing it. And when I heard all that and I learned all that, it's pretty moving.
Shout out to LifeWorks, Explore Austin, and Hope Gallery. Those are the charities I like to support with Frosty Gives Back.
Absolutely. We are on to the 5th set of questions, and we are doing the Hot Ones Los Calientes sauce, which comes in at about 36,000 Scoville units. Mm-hmm. And we are actually going to do Explain That Gram like they do on the show. So let me go ahead and
bring it on. Bring it on.
Here, let me eat my wing, and then I'll share the screen so that y'all can see what I've got.
This one was not as bad as the last one.
I'll say that one didn't hurt that bad until it got like in this region, like right here. Is where I'm really starting to feel a little burn.
Mm-hmm. You guys. So for Explain That Gram, here's our first picture. And Tim, I want you to tell me a little bit more about this one.
Tim, talk about that bicep in the background with that little vein.
Well, obviously, I got through a big pump that day. What you're seeing in that screen is a long time. It's a great sports city that has been in playoffs forever and never won a championship. And then in 2019, the St. Louis Blues brought it home. And in the same year, I had a son, so I had to enrich him with that history. You know, he had to wait, 6 months, 7 months to witness the St. Louis Blues winning a Stanley Cup. I had to witness, 35 years to win the Stanley Cup.
That's
Kid was gorgeous. Look at those blue eyes. But
Yeah, Tim, why does he have blonde hair, blue eyes? Also, who bought that bib?
I will say, as much trouble as Frosty likes to give me about St. Louis sports, because Boston has triumphed over St. Louis sports in the past.
Right there.
And he bought a bib that you see on the screen there. So you got to give it up to Frosty for his sportsmanship. Can't say the same for the Smith family. Sean, Paul, Denise, none of you guys.
Uncle Mike coming in. Uncle Mike.
I think I might be the best. Whatever. Go ahead. No, go ahead. All right, Mike, we're on to you next.
Either way, get that kid a modeling contract. Let's go.
Look at how handsome he is. Come on. All right, Mike, you're up next. Explain this game for me, please.
That is my child. That is Brady, named after the great Tom Brady. I spoil the hell out of him. And we are sharing a grilled cheese together. I've spent a couple Valentine's Day with him where we've had some steaks. Clearly, don't have a girl in my life, so Brady and I are looking to add a third partner there, dog mom. That's what you got.
All right, Timmy, you're up again. Explain this gram for me.
Oh, this was right after Frosty got into real estate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So shout out to Amber Thomas here with Austin Platinum Top 50 Realtors. She had an event that was a fashion show, and she designated every fashion show to support a charity. And Xander Blunt with Prime Lending called me up one day, who is a sponsor of Platinum Top 50, and said, "Congratulations, you are walking in the fashion show this year." That the phone call is supposed to go, "Hey, we would like to include you in the fashion show. Are you able to join?" Unfortunately, on this occasion, my friend Xander decided to already sign me up, and I had no choice in the matter. I will say this turned out to be a very special day. It's when I first met John Lockhart with Austin Title. We were in the green room together when I arrived, and thank God they had plenty of beer for us. But rest in peace to a very, very, very good man. He's very well missed by not just the real estate community, but the Austin and Texas community. He was a very special person. But that was my first time meeting him. He and I sat in the back in that green room, extremely nervous, trying to act like we weren't nervous, and drinking about one beer a minute, just trying to calm the nerves a little bit.
Similar situation.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you
I
look.
gotta thank the 12 Rivers family for showing up that day and just shouting and shouting the entire time.
This is second year Frosty gets back. Of course, I always try and look fantastic. Shout out to Greenlight Social for everything they've done the last 3 years to make this such a successful event. But this is obviously me during my speech time. Nothing too exciting. I'm glad that you guys kept it PG for me.
All right, Tim, another one for you, coming right your way.
Bring it. Oh, man. Brett, you might want to come from behind the scenes and take a look at this one, because you're in there. It's Frosty's birthday party when I'm wearing the shark on my head.
Oh, yeah.
So Frosty, the other person you see on your screen here, he used to do a birthday party for himself at his bar. I go, what was it, Wednesday or Thursday typically? I forget what.
I mean, it varied.
It did not matter. It looked like a Saturday night in there. The bar was packed. He would get a huge pool filled up with water. They turned like the backside of Thirsty Nickel with sand. Like, it was the most ridiculous thing. So right here, obviously, we're having a good time. It's Wednesday. We're a lot younger than we are right now. We have a lot less responsibilities than we have right now.
I have no tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine before we even got dressed that night, compared to what happens in present day, I'd probably be asleep before I even hop in the shower at this time, back in time. So anyway, Frosty was trying to, I guess, move in on Britt a little bit. And I'm wearing a shark on my head, so I figured I would maybe try and take a bite out of his head for trying to move in with those dumb glasses he's wearing.
God damn.
Frosty, there's more coming, brother.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there is. This was in Atlanta for my very, very good friends Rachel and Ben. They got married that weekend.
No, I'm sorry. Are you graduating or are you at church?
Let me tell the story and I'll let you know. So this bar was actually called Church, and they gave these to us when we first walked in, and I tried stealing mine, and it did not go well with a bouncer.
Oh, I bet.
If you need more insight, I can give it to you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So this is Tim Landy buying tobacco with a fake ID that his boys from St. Louis sent back to me. You can tell if you look at Tim's smile there, that is definitely Tim Landy. But yeah, apparently Tim was a skull guy back in his teenage years.
I was like 6 years old right there.
All right, Mike.
I will say a quick note on the whole fake ID thing. I don't condone it. However, if you know my brother, he and I have been known to look a little bit alike.
A little bit.
And he just so happens to be 3 years older than I am. So when he turned 21, I did too.
All right, Mike. This one holds a special place in my heart. I'm hoping it does for you too.
It's so stupid.
Why's your head look enormous there?
I don't know what is up with that photo.
You look like a cone head.
So that was this year in Mexico for the 12 Rivers President's Club trip. And for whatever reason, everyone wanted to make fun of me for plugging my nose when I jumped off a cliff. And they called me the stupid nose plugger for most of the trip. So that was the one of the...
But here's the
lesser level of dumb things I did on that trip. So if that's the worst thing you got,
exactly. Like,
let's keep it rolling. That's nothing. Let's keep this going.
The most benign thing, but you hated it so much, so I loved it. But anyway,
it was only annoying because you guys wouldn't shut up about it. I'm ready for this next wing.
All right. Well, we got one last one. This is for both y'all. Please explain the gram.
Okay. This is at my guy's birthday party. This year, I remember what happened. Our friend Ryan Bersiskis would not stop snapping open my Pearl Snap shirt, so I threw it to the side and went and got some Via pizza and put this on to show Tim that Via is probably better than Emo's.
Tim, do you have a rebuttal?
I have to defend my home city. Emo's is legendary. But I love Via. Love Via 313 through and through. Wow, that's a lot to say. Say that 5 times fast. I think Frosty here was trying to say bad things about St. Louis, probably.
Probably because you know.
But it sounds like I need to bring Frosty to St. Louis so he can actually taste some Emos and then make his decision from there.
I'm in. Let's go.
So I do have to make one note that my boy Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics is from St. Louis, and he shouts out Emo's Pizza a lot.
All the time.
So
all the time.
Take that note. All right, I'm going to stop sharing, and we're going to get back to it. All right, Jen. So you ready for the next wing?
Bro, bring it on.
All right.
Here we go.
So, for the sixth question, we're doing Double Take Salsa Company's Scotch Bonnet Mustard Hot Sauce, and this comes at 37,000 Scoville units. Go ahead. Let's dig in, boys.
Oh, yeah. That one hit you instantly.
I mean, sure.
God bless.
Now, Tim, this is where we're going to start separating the questions individually for y'all.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Tim, I know growing up that sports were a big part of your life, and later on you actually played baseball collegiately. Do you have any stories from the
Milk, by the way. I got water, I got milk. We did this strategically.
Do you have any stories?
Shout out to Brad, Canteen.
What's that?
Says shout out to Brad, Canteen.
There we go. Do you have any stories about the glory days playing for the St. Louis Billikens? Did I say that right?
Sorry, I'm just trying to collect myself.
I'm terrified about how hot.
What was the question?
Let me get back to it. Do you have any stories from your glory days in college baseball?
I do, but a lot of them are probably not properly rated for this program.
Okay, can you tell us about the time that you beat Max Scherzer in high school?
Who's Max Scherzer? Did he go on to do anything special? Is he a national name or anything?
What a World Series or a Cy Young? I don't know. He might be good.
I mean, so I have this friend. His name is Sia, SIA for everyone out there keeping score. And he just happens to bring up every time. Like I'm not a person to talk about myself. Sia likes to bring it up a lot that I beat this guy that just so happens to have won a couple Cy Youngs. I heard that's good. He won a World Series this past year and a couple no-hitters. I think it was an MVP. He's probably a future Hall of Famer, one of the best pitchers in the world. That's fine. Found myself back in high school in district playoffs, me versus him, and we advanced and he didn't. But he's also making $200 million on his contract and doing all that. So,
Tim's claim to fame.
So Tim, I do have a couple questions. Is it true that your friends used to call your left arm the Don because your father was so protective of it?
that has to be Andy and Jeff right there.
Good.
That is correct. So my dad's name is Don. There was one time that they came to pick me up. I think we were going to some high school party or something. And my dad said something as we were leaving, like, don't hurt your throwing arm. And my buddies lost it, absolutely lost it. And so from then on, they called it the Don.
Love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And then one more.
You know what? Now having a son, like, I get it.
I was also specifically asked to find out why you abandoned the Helen Fitzgerald Sharks and all of your friends to go play for the hated Rebels. Any thoughts there?
That's messed up too. So the Helen Fitzgerald Sharks, by the way, Cyberg's Wings, one of the best wings in St. Louis you're going to find. They were our sponsor. So there's two restaurants, same family. There's Cyberg's, there's Helen Fitzgerald's. There's my guy, Bo. Don't let Bo get those wings. He'll be sick.
Right?
So they sponsored our team. I played there for till 6th grade or 7th grade. And then we would always get destroyed by this team called the Rebels. And
Wait, were you the Kevin Durant? Were you the Kevin Durant of baseball?
Oh no! If you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, kind of. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I was. I was Kevin Durant before Kevin Durant. How about that?
Yeah, you were.
They would destroy us like 20-1 type of. But the thing was, like, we beat every other team. It's just we could never beat the Rebels. Well, the head coach of the Rebels, they asked me if I wanted to play some tournaments with them, and so I started doing that. And then finally, they're like, "Hey, we want you full time." And it was a tough decision, not only for me but also my dad. You know, I was playing with all like my childhood best friends. my dad had been a coach for 7 years, and then he coached my brother's team like all the way until high school. And that means that my dad is no longer a coach. That means I'm no longer playing with my childhood best friends. So it just so happened that we play in the same tournament with the Helen Fitzgerald Sharks. Now that I'm wearing a Rebels jersey, my first at bat, they hit me in the head.
Oh, no.
Yeah. First at bat, right here.
Oh, no lingering damage, I hope.
Yeah, 8th grade, by the way. 8th grade, get hit in the head.
Awesome.
Cutthroat.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's some great stuff. And now we're going to go to Mike. So, Mike, I know that you're a huge sports fan.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you a few New England sports-related questions.
Sure.
Were you happy for your friend Tim when the St. Louis Blues beat the Boston Bruins in the Stanley Cup last year?
I'll give him that one because I don't really I'm going to get crucified for this one, but I'm not a big hockey guy, even though I'm from New England.
I knew you.
We're going to stay away from this one. It's a losing battle for me here.
So I was okay giving him one considering what the Red Sox have done to the Cardinals in the past.
Yeah,
And,
respect.
well, Rams, they're not even in St. Louis anymore, so we don't need to compare the Rams to Patriots.
There we go. All right. And I've got a would you rather.
Okay, bring it on. Is it try another wing or not? Because it's probably not try another wing.
Would you rather have won the 07 season against the Giants to complete an undefeated season and never win another Super Bowl, or would you rather have the 3 Super Bowls we've had in the last 5 years?
That's a really good question.
Right?
As amazing as it would have been to take over as the only undefeated team over the Dolphins, the joy that 3 Super Bowls has brought me, I would have to say, also considering that the one over Atlanta was one of those, that was the biggest emotional roller coaster of my absolute life. So I would take the 3 over that one difficult loss, even though friends like that was a pretty tough Super Bowl to lose.
For sure. No, I'm right there with you. I get it. All right. Now I've got another one. All right. So you're being asked to build the Mount Rushmore of New England figures. Okay.
Okay.
Who do you pick out of the following? All right. Paul Pierce or Larry Bird?
Larry Bird.
Kurt Schilling or Big Papi?
Papi.
Bill Belichick or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
My mustache or beard?
Say that one more time.
My mustache or your beard?
Oh, your mustache for sure.
What beard?
There we go.
This doesn't even qualify. This doesn't even qualify. I'm growing like a 15-year-old beard right now.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. All right, so are y'all ready for question number 7? Because this is where it's starts to get real.
No, because I know what this wing is on the show, and I am absolutely terrified for this one. I have
hold on, by the way, these wings have been sitting for a little bit. We're gonna do a little dab.
You're gonna dab this wing?
Oh, Tim, don't do this wing.
No, let him do whatever he wants, Sean.
Oh my gosh. Oh, buddy.
No, that's the wrong one. You gotta go left.
That was 7.
You
That's
gotta go
7.
here.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Guys,
All right.
here's where the night goes to.
Gentlemen, this is where it gets real.
All right.
wow.
Sean, what's the jump from here to here?
This is, all right, so we're on Da Bomb, Beyond Insanity, and we are now at 135,600 Scoville units.
All right.
Basically a jump of 100,000 units.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Huh? Oh, my God. It's instant.
It's like a garbage fire.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Fuck.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
I've never chugged almond milk before. Oh.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
All right, now, Tim,
Oh, my God.
I know you're a big cereal guy, and that it's your go-to evening snack. Your wife has even said you will consume a couple bowls even after a big meal. If you could have one kind of cereal for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Whatever makes my mouth not feel like this.
Okay.
Ugh. Ah. Where's Frosty? Where'd he go?
Mike left. He's done.
All right, Honey Gramos. That's my favorite.
Mike.
What? I just spit all over my shit.
Oh.
God. I literally just spit canteen all over my computer. Oh my God, where's my milk?
We briefly went over the fact that you went to cosmetology school,
Oh, I hate you.
and you even recently freshed up Tim's haircut during the pandemic. But you've also had a lot
It won't stop. It won't stop.
of different hairstyles back in the day. Can you give us your top 3 styles that you rocked?
Oh my God, you guys.
Fuck, what is in that?
Don't touch your eyes, okay? Don't touch your face. Don't touch your eyes.
What was the question?
Sean, how are you so calm right now?
I'm fine. Mike, so again, we know that you went to cosmetology school and you even recently freshed up Tim's haircut.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick, because you've had a lot of different hairstyles throughout the day, can you give us the top 3 styles that you rocked?
Yeah.
Let's move in the boy band section, Frosty.
Okay. I had bleached blonde hair when Eminem was school.
Seriously.
I did cornrows one time. That was really bad. Yeah. So right before I moved to Austin,
We're good.
and I was about to start going to hair
I don't
school.
need to dab anymore.
Mike, don't touch your face.
I'm not touching my face. Right before I was about to go to hair school, I had some pretty long hair that was highlighted. I was going for like the Keith Urban look. Yeah, I just said that. And I went to visit my friends in Umaine, Orono before I moved to Texas. Holy shit, this is so hot. And we got super hammered with the football team. And I woke up to something like hitting my face. And the football team had shaved my head completely. So that was...
Tim, I know you're a big hip hop fan, even going so far as trying to recruit your friends to be Migos fans with you. But you're also known to have a great distaste for country music. So is it true that once you hung out in Randy Rogers' tour bus and you didn't know who he was?
So let's go back on that question. I don't have a distaste for country music.
We have to eat the wing.
I don't want to.
You guys, what hurts worse, your tongue or your lip, or your lips?
Dude, this one's fruity.
What one is this one?
Sean, shut up.
Oh, this is Mad Dog. This is Mad Dog. This is oh my God.
It comes in at 357,000 Scoville units.
This is like gasoline in my mouth.
I can't feel my face.
Tim, have fun answering that question. What was it? Hey, I don't even know what. I'm serious. What was the question?
He was hanging out on Randy Rogers' tour bus and he didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Is that a story?
That's a good question.
Oh man.
Hey,
I'm
Frosty,
trying to finish
this is a great Saturday night. Having a lot of fun right now.
Remember that. Tim, don't touch your eyes. Do not touch your
We're
eyes.
touching these with this one. Oh.
Oh my God.
Hey, protect that left hand.
Yeah, this is Don.
That's the Don.
Get on with this question.
Anything cold doesn't help. You know, nothing helps. All right, long story short, so you can get the screen off of me. I like country music when I hear it, but I don't seek it out. Fuck. Part of my territory was College Station. I was there for a market visit, and the wholesaler was like, we have a band, one of our Bud Light sponsored bands. This is back in 2008. playing at a bar in College Station, and we're gonna go on this bus and drink some beers with the band before. Holy shit. And so
Hilarious to me, by the way.
oh my God, I can't even talk.
Oh my God, you guys. I just want this to be over.
So
Tim, get through your fucking question.
I can't even talk right now. It was one of those situations I didn't understand the situation until afterwards. It was Randy Rogers' tour bus. I didn't know who they were. And he even started breaking out into a freestyle rap, which he was amazing at.
Oh my God.
2 weeks later, he was on like one of the late shows performing. Like, I was just on that guy's tour bus. Is that guy good? And the person I said that to was like, he's actually really good. I'm like, oh my, I can't even talk. Long story short, Randy Rogers, you're amazing. You're really talented. Sorry, I didn't realize it was your bus. Don't get mad at me. I can't talk. Go to Frosty.
I got a little bit of bar math for you.
Oh, God damn it.
Horrible. That was absolutely horrible.
Our group walks into the Thirsty Nickel and we order 3 Coors Lights, 2 Pearl Snaps, 4 vodka sodas, a Crown with a Coke back, and
Yeah, good luck with this, Frosty.
and 10 shots of whatever you recommend. What shot are you making for us, and what is the total tab that you charge us if we're paying full price?
Right now, it's so hard to think about it. I would probably just comp it, so I'd have to do the math.
No, you have to charge us full price. It's a business.
It's business. You can't lose money.
I literally have no idea what drinks you said. Say it again.
3 Coors Lights, 2
This is
Pearl
horrible.
Snaps, 4 vodka sodas, and a
Come on.
Crown with a Coke back, and 10 shots of whatever you recommend. What is
Oh my
the shot
God.
you're making for all of us, and how much is it if we pay full price?
Okay.
Sean, how are you doing, by the way? You seem like this is nothing.
Oh no, this sucks.
It'd be $92 before tax, and I would have made you Frosty Bombs.
Can you explain your $92?
No, that's a lot. So,
Yeah.
speaking of
How much for the
Here,
beers?
what? Next.
How much for the beers? How much for the mixed drinks? And how much for the shots?
Too much. There's too much. Just keep going.
all right, speaking of Frosty Bombs, how many Frosty Bombs could we get if we had, say, $200 USD?
$6 a shot. Figure that out.
Shout out Denise Smith.
They were only $6 unless they were on discount. They were discounted for 4. There's 50 of them.
All right,
Can I dip my wings in milk?
you can do whatever you want, buddy.
You guys, that last one was unbelievable.
That was
That looks so bad.
so horrible. No matter what I do, I was letting milk just sit in my mouth, and it's not doing anything.
No, dude, my stomach hurts.
Oh, it's so bad.
I'm shaking.
We're
I'm
on to
with
number
this
9.
shaking.
We're on to number 9, and we're at Dingo Sauce Company's Widowmaker. And we are
I'm
at
still scared about this one.
1,000 Scoville units.
You guys, I'm shaking. Okay,
So, Tim,
I'm gonna throw up.
oh yeah, this is not going to be great. I promise you.
Okay, I've been mixing milk and alcohol. All right, what is it? Okay, go ahead. Who's Tim first?
Can you tell me a little bit about the time that your parents had to be called while you were attending the Visitation High School dance?
I can't wait to hear the story.
Oh, I don't want to eat this.
I'm gonna throw up, I think.
I got caught drinking beer in the parking lot, and I blamed it on someone else. My mom had to come pick me up because I got kicked out of the dance.
Shout out, Lil Henny.
My mom went to that high school, and she's like, "You're not standing up your date," so she had me go to the after party. Everyone thought I was, holy shit. Everyone thought I was awesome for showing up to the after party, but in reality, it was my mom making me go, so I didn't stand up my date. I didn't mean to do it on purpose. I just got caught drinking beer in the parking lot before we went into the dance as a junior in high school.
There we go.
With someone else.
All right, Mike, on
Yeah.
you. You're known for going above and beyond for your clients and your friends when it comes to giving gifts for their birthdays, anniversaries, babies, and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Could you give us some of your top gift ideas and maybe a story or two behind them?
Oh God, Jesus! I can't even think straight, and I haven't even tried this one yet.
Ugh.
Oh my God, I can't even
The
believe
sooner
it.
you answer, the sooner we're done with this.
Like who else eats this shit?
Oh my God!
You realize that I have to do this again?
Hey, Mike, eat the whole wing. Remember all week you're saying you're gonna eat the whole wing?
Tim, yours is half on the fucking table.
Oh, I'm not cleaning the wings anymore. That's real. Wow,
Oh.
Tim.
Did you ask for 3?
2.
2. Oh man. Like closing gifts?
Closing
What is it? What is the
What was, hey, Sean, what was the question?
All right, the question again. Let me get it.
How are you operating a mouse right now?
You're known for going above and beyond for your clients and friends when it comes to gifts for their birthdays, anniversaries, babies, and whatnot. Could you give us some of your top gift ideas and maybe share a story or two behind them?
Oh my God. I can't even think straight.
It's cold.
Oh my God, you guys have goosebumps? Like I am literally
Yeah,
shaking.
I'm shaking.
Oh no, I'm okay.
I haven't even swallowed this yet.
Well, Sean Smith has been known to eat lava.
I can eat lava once. I'm not cleaning the bones anymore. I'm done with that shit. This is
God, you guys, I can't think of anything.
Hey, Brad Bannister, thank you.
I would say the last one I just did that I remember, because I can't think of anything right now.
Do I have lips? I don't think I have lips anymore.
Tim, stop interrupting my story. The last one was for, not that I pick favorites, but he's definitely up there. My client, Sergio, it was his birthday, and I felt very fortunate they invited me. It was just me and his family, and we had dinner, and I had some stuff planned for him. Oh my God. And then we would do bottle service after, and I had all this stuff set up where I had the cocktail waitresses dressed as nurses because he's a plastic surgeon. I had like his favorite cake. I had picked that up because he loves Amy's ice cream. And then I had some stuff put on like the LED screen that I called the bar about.
Yep.
That was one thing I did. I can't remember. There was a couple things I did for him. I don't remember. Oh my God.
Maybe I'm biased, but I liked what you did for Madeline.
Yeah, that was actually a really, really awesome one. So my girl, Maddie Williams, shout out Maddie. I know Tim likes this because she's a diehard Cardinals fan. And she loves her dog named River. Beautiful German Shepherd. And so she was very excited about her game room upstairs, all the stuff she had planned. So I got her a authentic Cardinals jersey with her dog's name on the back, and the number was the year that she bought the house. So it said River 19, and she said it's only the second time in her life that she's cried over a gift. So super special moment for me because Maddie's my homegirl, and I just like to make people feel special.
That sounds like
I just blacked out there. I don't even know everything I just said.
All
I
right,
literally just felt like Will Ferrell from Old School.
we're on to the last wing. Okay. And so right now we're doing Hot Ones, the last dab, Triple X. This clocks in at 2 million Scoville.
I'm going to die. I'm shaking. Here it is.
Tradition to do a little bit extra on the last wing. You do not have to if you don't want to. I'm going to put a little more, as you see.
Oh my God.
And I'm probably going to eat around that, actually, if I'm not going to lie.
I want to say worried about throwing up.
All right, so Tim, my final question for you.
Oh,
Is it physically possible for you not to be sweating right now?
it's such an easy last question.
You can't even answer it. It's a yes or no question.
Did you take the wing? Did you dab it?
Oh, yeah.
Tim, answer that question.
Oh, God. It's like battery acid.
Did we lose Tim?
That is.
You guys, not good.
That's like eating like fuel.
No, my stomach's messed up right now.
I feel like I just ate an exhaust pipe from.
I don't know if we should have Callie and Jenny do this. Woo! So can you physically not sweat right now?
No.
Okay.
The back of my knees are very sweaty right now.
Mike, are you there? Do you think he knocks this one out the park, Tim?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I just had to pee holding using a tissue because I was afraid to touch myself. All right, what did Tim, I don't know if Tim went, go ahead. Last dab. It's on there.
For those of the people out there,
Mike, it's not that bad. Just go. It's not that bad.
for those of the people out there that don't know, Mike's known throughout his friend group as a pretty good poet, and his family also has ties to another great New England poet, Robert Frost. Right now, with the wings of death burning on your tongue, can you come up with a poem to send us off the top of your head?
Wow. That is an incredible last question. How do you ask Tim if he can sweat? And you asked me to write a poem.
Hey, Frosty.
No idea.
Frosty, you sprung this on me, and you did a bunch more research than I did. So we're gonna throw a 98-mile-an-hour fastball at your head at this point. You deserve this.
Just like Tim in 6th grade.
Oh God. Sure.
You crushed it at the last 2 Christmas parties with your poems.
Yeah, I do like to write a Christmas poem every year for my staff or my whatever. I can't, but I normally spend a lot of time planning that.
And your mouth is not on fire when you're.
Fuck, I don't know you guys. That's so fucking hard. I'm drooling.
I'm not the only one drooling.
Say you can't, and that's perfectly fine.
No, I'm not. Give me a second. I'm coming up with it. As I'm drinking my lime canteen, these wings are so mean. I'm with my friend Tim. I wish my mouth didn't hurt as much as him. I want to thank my friend Sean, and Tim's son looks like my spawn. Thank you guys for joining in tonight. Let's go.
There we go, boys. You are standing on top of Heat Mountain right now, survivors of what surely feels like hell in your mouth and almost assuredly worse in your belly tomorrow. I couldn't be more impressed with you finishing the gauntlet in front of you. So here it is. We're rolling out the red carpet for you. You've got 30 seconds to shout out anything that you want. You can use, well, I guess you can use the camera that's right in front of you. Tell us what's going on.
Since Frosty can't talk right now, everyone go to Venmo. TRR gives back. Every dollar that is sent to that Venmo account goes straight to buying masks, gloves, sanitizer. It goes to the people that are working 12, 18-hour shifts in the hospitals, working on people that are infected with COVID-19, police, etc. I can't even talk, but 100% of everything that hits that account, it's going to all the people on the front lines. Frosty,
as far as my shout out, my boy C and I came up with this idea a few weeks ago. to try and get back to local restaurants in these terrible times. And we came up with this thing to do this quarantine happy hour. I reached out to some of my friends, CK and obviously Paul Smith, and anything we do with Paul takes it to another level. And now we are doing all these great things. We've raised almost $17,000 in 3 weeks. Tune in on Thursdays at 6 o'clock for our quarantine happy hour. Also tune in at 3 o'clock for Toddy B's DJ in the Kitchen. And then Friday night, Paul and I are doing Put On for Your City, where we have really great local artists coming in, and we are teaming up with major artists from other cities to donate masks to their cities as well. Next week, we have Black-A-Lack, incredible hip-hop group in Austin, with DJ Jazzy Jeff. The following week, we have Questlove. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Please tune in and enjoy. Sean and Tim, thanks for doing this. I hate it right now, but this was awesome.